أهلا بيكم في حلقة جديدة من شوتایم اللي هتكون فيها تقارير كتير عن أحدث المسلسلات واللي بدأ عرضها وكان ليها عروض خاصة أولى.
كمان معانا أخبار عن فيلم جيد جدا لكنه ما قدرش ينافس مع أفلام 2019، وكمان هنتكلم عن الفيلم الأبرز المتوج بأهم جوائز الأوسكار. تعالوا نشوف حلقتنا فيها إيه.
عودة مسلسل هوملاند بموسم 8 وأخير. عوالم كاتب الرعب الأمريكي ستيفن كينج تجتمع في مسلسل واحد. أعلنت شركة مارفل عن انضمام كاتبة السيناريو والمخرجة جينيفر كايتن روبنسون مؤلفة فيلم سامون جريت اللي عرض على شبكة نتفليكس، والمؤلف المخرج تايكا وايتيتي الحاصل على الأوسكار عن فيلم جوجو رابت للعمل على سيناريو فيلم ثور لاف اند ثاندر.
النجمة العالمية جانيت جاكسون صرحت إنها هتقوم بعمل جولة غنائية ضخمة هتحمل اسم بلاك دايموند، وهتنطلق في 24 يونيو اللي جاي في ميامي، ومن المفترض أن تقدم في حفلتها عدد من أغاني ألبومها الجديد واللي بيحمل عنوان بلاك دايموند، والمقرر صدوره في وقت لاحق السنة دي.
قررت سيمون ابنة الممثل والمنتج الأمريكي دوين جونسون المعروف بذراك إنها تمشي على نفس خطى والدها في عالم المصارعة العالمية الترفيهية، بعد ما أعلنت مؤسسة المصارعة العالمية إن سيمون البالغ من عمرها 18 سنة بدأت التدريب تمهيداً لدخولها المنافسة.
طرحت شبكة نتفليكس بوستر جديد للموسم الثاني من مسلسل الإصالة أوردر كاربو، المقرر عرضه على منصة في 27 فبراير اللي جاي، وهيتكون الموسم الجديد من 8 حلقات.
هارلي كوين واحدة من أكتر سوبر هيروز جاذبية في عالم دي سي، ارتباطها بالجوكر وانفصالها عنه وصراعها مع باتمان مخليها من أكتر الشخصيات شهرة. النجاح اللي حققته الشخصية عجل بظهور فيلم هارلي كوين بيردز اوف براي.
مدينة نيويورك شهدت العرض الأول للفيلم بحضور أبطاله. من خلال الفيلم بترجع مارجو روبي لتقديم نفس الشخصية لكنها المرة دي في جانب الخير بإرادتها.
You know what a harlequin is? A harlequin's role is to serve. It's nothing without a master. No one gives two shits who we are beyond that.
I had to do a stunt where I kill a guy going down a slide at like super fast speed, and the camera was right here, so I had to try and control my speed going down or else I would just slam into the camera, and it happened a few times where I nearly decapitated our camera operator, so it was a bit dangerous.
Yeah, both. Incredibly proud and incredibly nervous. You never know how it's going to go, and at this point you can't do anything about it. All you can do is, give it over to the people that you made it for and hope that they like what you did.
So quiet. Now that I cut ties with Mr. J, I'm about to learn that a lot of people want me dead.
All alone.
And at the top of that list is this guy.
And so peaceful.
But it turns out
it's really nice to have this platform, for all of us out there, not just me. I'm just, part of the equation, and I'm happy to be, but it is an important statement, especially in this female movement and this movement of female inclusion in the entertainment industry. Nobody talks about the age factor, and I hope that this film creates that platform to do that.
Can I help you?
Why, yes, you can. I'm here to report a terrible crime.
And what terrible crime is that?
This one. Ah, shit. I told this all wrong. Quick history lesson.
In the comics, it was interesting to see how the different artists drew these characters. So some of them had a bald Zaz, some of them had a bleach blonde Zaz, and so that's what we decided to go with. It kind of fit the mode and the colors of the film, but it was a pain in the ass to do every week. But I think it works.
Yeah, all of us were beaten and bruised all the time. We were always doing like physical therapy. We had somebody on set who, if somebody like popped a knee out, we'd go to him and he'd pop it back in, and then we'd go back to set. So it was almost like being an athlete for a little while there. We just tried to keep ourselves well so that we could finish the film and just like get through it.
Big cosmos. Harley, focus. Okay. I'm the one they should be scared of. Not you. Not Mr. J. Because I'm Harley freaking Quinn.
مسلسل جديد عنوانه فور لايف بدأ عرضه معتمد على أحداث حصلت لآيزاك رايت جونيور اللي اتحكم عليه ظلم وقضى مدة العقوبة في السجن.
الملفت للنظر واللي بيخلي الشخصية دي محط اهتمام إنه تحول مع الوقت لمحامي معتمد، دافع عن أصدقائه من تهم اتوجهت لهم زور قبل ما يقدر هو كمان يثبت براءته. خلونا نشوف العرض الخاص للمسلسل ونجومه قالوا لنا إيه.
Hey, sweetheart.
Jasmine has something to tell you. It's gonna be a blessing, Dad. But you have to get out of here to be a part of it. I'm gonna need you.
Well, I mean, series finale's here, and they don't, they should at least gave me the opportunity to lose and acknowledge the project because of the talent that was connected to it. And now, you know, they'll see Omari, Notori, and all other people that worked on the show grow to be successful, and they'll have to acknowledge it. You know, I hope it was because of me that they didn't acknowledge it. Because, you know, you see that it's definitely not going to stop me. I hope if it slows the other guys down, it'll slow them down, but it won't slow me down, not even a little bit.
I used to be just like you. Now I, Aaron Wallace, I'm serving a life sentence for something I didn't do.
You're broken down and tired.
Today, for the first time, I've got a way to fight back. Becoming a lawyer is what's getting me out.
How are you here?
Hard work and goodwill. What's your method?
I mean, I don't necessarily need to enjoy a role that I take. I just need to be challenged by it. Because the challenges are what helped me grow and what pushed me beyond anything I've done previous. And this was definitely a challenge for me. And not only was it a massive challenge, and the byproduct of that was I ended up enjoying it, but it was obviously something that was, I feel, important to do. It was, you know, social justice. It's something we all should be interested in because, you know, there's only one thing that's separating, you know, all of us from someone in prison. That's one moment in your life.
Wallace isn't stopping. Now we need to cut him off at the knees.
You move people around like they're pieces on some chessboard. But that kid right there is not some pawn.
They tried to bring me down. They tried to count me out.
I'm fighting for every second I'm not there for her.
I think the black community is one of the most sophisticated political communities in the world. We went from slavery to Barack Obama in a couple hundred years. So I think that people are going to be able to judge him on his good and on his bad. Where he's done wrong, where President Trump has done wrong, he should be criticized. But the places he's done right, he should be encouraged because we want more Republicans and more elected officials to do what he's doing. And so I give him credit and praise for the work he has done on criminal justice reform. I don't give him a pass, though, on immigration, on climate, on guns, on all the other stuff that I'm concerned about. But on criminal justice reform, I'll say like my friend Jay-Z, when it comes to Donald Trump, I got 99 problems, but prisons ain't one. Like I said, I think people can judge him now on the totality of what he's done. I think you got to give this president due praise on some of his progress with criminal justice, because you want other elected officials to follow that lead. But then you have other issues, immigration, you got babies in cages. That counts. We're doing nothing on climate change. We're doing nothing on guns. So you got to look at him holistically. And we can't just say, you know, it's all good or it's all bad. And we can do that.
For you. Whatever it takes, wherever I have to fight.
It's a big decision. Take a minute. I'll be around.
No matter how hard they come at me.
Can't ever thank you enough.
You go live your life, man. I will get myself home.
It's an incredible experience. You know, one of the things about going through this process is that it was very therapeutic. For the very first time in my life, I was able to watch my suffering as a third person. And, you know, I spent so much time fighting that I didn't realize the pain, you know, and the suffering that I was personally going through until I had the opportunity, you know, to be on set and to watch Nicholas Pinnock move from episode to episode, you know, and to see my struggles through him. And so, you know, it was a very, very surreal experience and a very, very therapeutic experience.
Yeah, Kim has a huge platform. She's got more followers than some countries have citizens, right? So she's been able to really amplify the message and get the message out there. And I think what she does that's so powerful is that she's not speaking on behalf of other people. She's actually using her platform to elevate the voices of people who have been impacted, like myself, whose husband went to prison, and people who have been incarcerated, like Lewis, on our team, and making sure that their voices are being heard and that the terrible things that are going on in the justice system are being noticed.
Tell me how the hell this happened.
So apparently we figured out some totally insane loophole in the system. Everything I do is about getting back to my family.
The blessing, Dad. But you have to get out of here to be a part of it. I'm gonna need you.
Just watch your back. No more biding my time. This is my chance to make things right. Whatever it takes, whoever I have to fight.
بعد سنتين تقريبا من التوقف عند الموسم السابع من المسلسل الشهير هوملاند، شهر فبراير شهد بداية عرض الموسم الثامن واللي هيكون الأخير من المسلسل.
عودة الموسم الثامن وبطلته كلير دينز اللي بتقدم شخصيتها كاري ماثيسون ضابطة المخابرات الأمريكية. هي عودة مرتقبة من جمهور المسلسل اللي كان موجود في العرض الخاص بيه.
Peace may actually be possible.
We've all seen this movie. We know how it ends.
Do you think the Taliban will keep any agreement? We are this close to oblivion.
There have been many shows or many opportunities in pop culture to focus on people who are wired a little differently from most and experience the world through such a different filter. And, you know, I took that very seriously, and I was really humbled by the process in my efforts to kind of make sense of it and just have profound respect for people who live with this day in and day out. And Carrie's complicated and she's transgressive and she messes up, but she also, you know, saves the day over and over again. So, and she is our hero, and I think to have that association with, you know, the bipolar condition, which, you know, can seem damning, you know, to have it associated with somebody who's really doing unequivocal good in the world is valuable. Yeah.
I need Carrie in Kabul for a week or two.
When?
Right away. If you're up for it, that is.
Hell yes.
Kabul isn't the place you knew before. It's 10 times more dangerous.
The intelligence community is, you know, we recognize them when they fail, and we are not allowed to understand all the myriad ways in which they have succeeded and protected our well-being and our freedom. So, look, I'm in the land of make-believe. You know, I take risks in a very qualified way, and these people do it for real. So, you know, all the respect in the world to them.
We picked up an intercept.
That's the head of the Taliban. We have a deal then.
We have a deal. You have a traitor in your camp.
Have you ever conspired with a foreign intelligence officer?
I did not.
How can you be so sure? If there's 180 days of your life you don't remember.
Specifically for me, I mean, certainly our meetings with the intelligence community, the relationships I've forged with them and will have for the rest of my life are invaluable. It's been an eye-opening experience. These people who get no credit in the world because you only hear about the things that, you know, go wrong. You don't hear about the things that go right because it's a secret business, and they are there trying to keep the world a safer place globally. They are patriots like you've never seen in your life. They have just inspired both Claire, myself, our writers, in terms of that's how this whole show started. It's about intelligence. And the intelligence community started after Pearl Harbor to bring intelligence to the President of the United States that individual couldn't acquire by any other means to keep the United States and the world as safe as possible. And so think about that in these moments at this time. And this show has had the privilege of reflecting that journey.
Well, I didn't actually have any scenes with him, but it was so wonderful to be able to share the show from the inside out like this with my husband. You know, obviously he's been in the Homeland family forever, but to actually have him be building it with us was really cool.
In terms of mental illness, I think that's something that we can never stop understanding, and it's quite brilliant, I suppose, to take a character who's a genius but is struggling and show us the fact that those two things can exist and how do we cope with it and give us empathy for that person. And Claire has done an incredible job, and you had to sustain us over 8 seasons doing that is quite amazing and brilliant.
Where were you tonight, Carrie?
I lost 7 months of my life. Tell me I don't get a shot at some payback.
Get out of our country. Leave us alone.
You were off the grid for more than 90 minutes.
Enough time to make a phone call.
To my Russian handler?
You tell him exactly what he wants to hear.
I believe you. No one else will.
فيلم لايت هاوس واحد من أقل الأفلام حظاً في منافسات سنة 2019. على الرغم من جودة عناصره الفنية إلا إنه ما قدرش على المنافسة القوية اللي شهدها الموسم ده.
الفيلم اتعرض في الدورة الأخيرة من مهرجان القاهرة السينمائي الدولي وترشح لنيل جائزة الأوسكار أفضل تصوير وعدد آخر من الجوائز، لكنه حصد جائزة الصحافة الدولية من مهرجان كان وحصد جائزتين من جوائز سبيريت للأفلام المستقلة.
Tell me, what's a timberman want with being a wiki?
Just looking to earn a living, just like any man. Starting new.
I think anyone who's hung around with seagulls, like, seagulls are never particularly friendly, and they're like horrible beady eyes, like, and especially when I didn't know you could train seagulls until this movie. The seagulls like responded to vocal commands. You could literally, like a parrot. Wow. You could literally say like, "What day is it?"
Went mad, he did. Tall tales. What? You know, I always go to the worst case scenario. Maybe that's so. I'm an optimistic pessimist. What is it? I'm married to someone who's terribly superstitious, so maybe I'm catching a little bit of that. She's Italian, and everything has a significance, and certain things are to be avoided. Don't pick up the salt when I pass it to you. That's all I can say. Don't put the hat on the bed. Don't. There's a lot of those things. Why don't you spill your beans? Why don't you spill your beans?
There's definitely, I mean, when they say that in the movie the seagulls are filled with, they're the souls of dead sailors inside them. There's definitely something, the way they look at you is very disturbing.
How long have we been on this rock? 5 weeks? 2 days? Help me to recollect.
انتهى عرض الموسم الثاني من مسلسل كاسل روك واللي بينتمي لنوعية الرعب النفسي وبيعتمد على أصول روائية لكاتب الرعب الأمريكي الشهير ستيفن كينج.
المسلسل بطولة تيم روبنز وليزي كابلن. خلونا نشوف صناع قالوا لنا ايه.
We're searchers.
you and me. But you deserve a chance to make a place in the world. See, I'm a searcher who just wants to settle. Wants it bad.
Annie Wilkes is not just one mental illness. She's got a whole bunch of them. Our show really isn't this deep exploration of mental illness, but I do think we handled it carefully, or as carefully as we could. But she's more... It was less about trying to nail one specific mental illness and not screw that up, and more to make her decisions, she's the protagonist of our story, make her decisions seem like the right decisions to her at the time. That's kind of my job. I don't need to tell myself that she's crazy or she's doing something wrong or something hateful or evil. I need to make sure that it feels like every decision she is making in the moment seems like the right decision for her in that moment.
To keep you safe.
People around here, they forget. They forget the past. It's written in blood.
It's difficult to play someone that is mentally ill because it can easily be over the top. It can easily just insincere, and worse yet, it can also be disrespectful to people that are really suffering that way. And it's such a challenge to play mental illness and still have the audience care about you, and that's what Lizzie does, and really well.
Just can't seem to find that place that'll live up to you, my perfection.
You want to tell me what you're doing in this place?
Well, that's a fine thing to say to a customer.
Customer who has brought the host of problems to my town, which already has enough problems.
You don't know a cock-a-doodle thing about us.
It's kind of a longer voweled Boston accent, when Boston is a little bit of a longer voweled New York accent. It's all based in the Cockney. That's where it all started.
People in places like this try to make you one of them. So they can use you and throw you away. But I won't let them. It'll be blood on Christmas before I let them. That's the story, soup to nuts.
سنة 1996 ظهر فيلم الأنيميشن سونيك ذا هيدجهوج، واللي كان مستوحى من لعبة فيديو جيم من إنتاج شركة سوني. وقتها الفيلم واللعبة كانوا إنتاج ياباني.
دلوقتي بدأ عرض النسخة الجديدة من الفيلم واللي بتحمل نفس العنوان، وخليط من الأنيميشن والصورة الحية، ومن خلالها بترجع شخصية سونيك الشهيرة. الفيلم بطولة جيم كاري.
I'm Sonic, a little ball of super energy in an extremely handsome package. On my planet, people were always after my powers, so I came to yours. It gets a little lonely, but that's okay. I am living my best life on Earth. Ow!
I like to do everything. I will never be stuck doing one thing in my life. I just can't do it. There's basically too much life to live, too many things to express, and my creativity is kind of bubbling up over all the edges in every direction. You know, I've got a television show that's about a very heavy subject that's done in a beautiful way, but it's, you know, I'm producing and starring in. I've got a cartoon career now where I'm a contributor to New York Magazine and Playboy, which is incredibly gratifying. I have a novel coming out called Memoirs and Misinformation in May, and which will give you a true glimpse into my brain, if you ever wanted one, and if you think you can handle it. And I'm Robotnik, you know, which is just a thrill because I get to like entertain kids, you know, and I don't think the parents will mind being there either, you know.
Good morning, my rural chum.
Mr. Dr. Robotnik, I'm going to give you 5 seconds to tell me where it is.
Wait, don't hurt him. Road trip?
This can't be happening to me.
Oh my God, stop the car right now. What? The world's largest rubber band ball? We gotta see it.
No, this is not some fun family road trip.
You're right. It was lame. Gift shop was cool, though.
I finished the movie 3 or 4 months before the trailer came out and went on to other projects. And, you know, I heard about everything. And the biggest thing that I took from that was it just put a massive smile on my face to see how many people cared and how many people were so passionate about this character that at the time I was like, do people still remember who Sonic is? I don't know. And that answered that question very quickly, which I thought was just such a cool thing. And also, you know, that passion made the filmmakers go, let's get it right, which is a pretty kind of unprecedented and cool thing.
Whatever this creature is, I'm going to uncover the source of its power. Yeah. I just thought you might like a latte with steamed Austrian goat milk. Of course I want a latte. I love the way you make them!
I love the way he looks now. I am so excited, and it really complements my performance. And when I was doing it, I kind of pictured him like this, which is amazing. But the biggest thing that happened to me when we did that first trailer was that we had no idea if anybody would care about the property. We were hopeful that people would care as much as we did. And so when that trailer dropped and millions of people reacted, we were like, oh, people care. They're passionate enough to say their point of view and what they want done and stuff like that, that we felt like, oh, we have something special here. Let's try our best to really, you know, figure out a way to make this everybody happy and stuff like that. But it was a really big moment for us to see that there was that much passion from anybody for the property.
I have no idea!
Oh, give me a big fat break! That was an illegal left, by the way.
Oh, this one is cute. Let's keep him. Oh, come on! You've got car insurance, right?
Why would you throw your life away for this silly little alien?
Good time.
He's my friend.
Let's go! This is my power. And I'm using it to protect my friends. Let's go! Let's go!
فيلم باراسايت فاز بالعدد الأكبر من جوائز الأوسكار 2020 وكمان عمل مفاجأة وفاز بالجائزة الأهم أفضل فيلم.
الفيلم إنجازاته بدأت قبل حفل الأوسكار بشهور. خلونا نشوف مشوار صناعة الفيلم بدأ منين والمحطات المهمة بعد عرضه.
내가 원래 손을 넘는 사람을 제일 싫어하는데.
오늘 이거 애들 아빠한테 꼭 비밀로 해주세요. 저기 손 씻으셨어.
رغم التاريخ الغني والطويل للسينما الكورية، فضلت أفلامها بتواجه سوء حظ في المحافل العالمية، لدرجة عدم فوز أي فيلم كوري بجوائز السينما الكبرى زي سعفة مهرجان كان الذهبية والأوسكار. كل ده اتغير بعد إنتاج فيلم باراسايت في السنة اللي فاتت عشان يكسر كل المعايير والأرقام.
우리 다송이는 완전 예술가 재질인데.
무슨 편지를 그린 거죠?
자화상이에요.
역시.
باراسايت أو طفيلي عنوان لقصة عن التفاوت والصراع بين الطبقات. فكرة ممكن تبان معقدة لكن طريقة تنفيذها في منتهى البساطة، ويقدر أي متفرج يتفاعل مع أحداثها بسهولة حتى لو ما استوعبش الرمزيات والمعاني اللي وراها. بتفضل قصة مثيرة ومسلية، علاقة بين أسرة فقيرة وأسرة غنية. الأولى بتحاول بكل الوسائل اختراق منزل التانية والمشاركة فيه بمسميات وظيفية مختلفة، لغاية ما بيدركوا استحالة تحقيق ده، وخاصة مع وجود أسرة ثالثة أفقر منهم وبتحاول تنازعهم على نفس الهدف.
그동안 미술쌤도 여러 명 바꿔가면서 해봤는데요.
제가 사람 하나가 휙 하고 떠올랐는데.
아 잠깐. 제시카 외동딸 일리노이 시카고 과선배는 김진모 그는 이사촌.
الفكرة جت في خيال المخرج والمؤلف بونج جون هو عام 2015، وبعد سنوات اختمرت وقرر ينفذها في 2019. تصوير الفيلم خد 70 يوم بميزانية تعادل $11 مليون وإنتاج كوري خالص. ورغم إنها تعتبر ميزانية ضئيلة لكن العائد كان خيالي. على مستوى المهرجانات والجوائز فاز الفيلم بأكتر من 190 جايزة وترشح لضعف الرقم ده. البداية مع جايزة السعفة الذهبية من مهرجان كان لأول مرة في تاريخ كوريا الجنوبية، وبعدها رحلة طويلة من التتويجات في مهرجانات وجوائز عديدة أبرزها جولدن جلوب وبافتا، وأخيراً 4 جوائز أوسكار في أهم الفئات: أفضل مخرج وسيناريو أصلي وأفضل فيلم دولي، وأرفع جايزة أفضل فيلم.
And the Oscar goes to Parasite.
بكده يكون باراسايت مش بس أول فيلم كوري يفوز بجائزة أوسكار، لكن كمان أول فيلم غير ناطق بالإنجليزية عموماً يفوز بالجائزة الكبرى على مدار أكتر من 90 سنة من تأسيسها. النجاح الكبير للفيلم خلى شبكة HBO تقرر تحويل الفكرة لمسلسل بكاست أمريكي ويشرف عليه بونج جون هو نفسه، لكن المكسب الأهم للفيلم إنه بيفتح الباب قصاد صناعة السينما الكورية بأكملها، بعد ما خلى العالم متشوق يعرف إيه تاني عندهم من أفكار وإبداعات يقدروا يقدموها.
كاميرا شوتایم كانت موجودة في بارك سيتي، المكان اللي بيشهد فعاليات مهرجان ساندانس الأمريكاني ومنافسات أفلامه المستقلة، ومن هناك عملنا حوار مع المخرجة والمؤلفة زينة درة.
زينة بتشارك في المهرجان بفيلم اتصور في مصر وتحديدا في المدينة اللي بيحمل عنوانها الأقصر، وهو من بطولة البريطانية أندريا رايسبورو والفرنسي اللبناني كريم صالح وشيرين رضا.
So we're at the Sundance Film Festival 2020 in Park City, which you can see. It's a ski resort and it's amazing. I had my first feature here 10 years ago in competition in the American section. And because I went to NYU grad film, we would always come up here to see movies or have meetings to make these features. So I know it really well. So probably the festival I know the best. I think that I'm really obsessed with grief and how you heal from it because of my background being like Middle Eastern and Bosnian and having, you know, just been around secondhand a lot of war and pain and suffering, but something that's almost like seen as normal because it happens so much. I just think that's subconsciously something I've always wanted to deal with. And I'm really fascinated with people's choices. Like, so in my first film, she's an artist and she's dealing with it that way. And in my second film, she's really on the front line and dealing with it that way. But it's still the same kind of grief, and how do you process it?
Hannah.
Hi.
What are you doing here? I can't believe you're here.
Yeah. I'm just on a dig.
You're on a dig?
No, I'm not on a dig, sorry.
I'm on a dig.
No, you're on a dig.
I'm always on a dig.
Yeah. I'm on leave. I'm on leave.
Really, the film isn't about the guy. The film is about her. And it's about him creating this opportunity for her to look back at her choices. And, you know, that's how we really edited it. And that's how we sort of managed to convey that. And he doesn't save her, she saves herself. And his presence is just like the opportunity for her to think about maybe she wants to live again. And then I realized that like a lot of people didn't understand female actors and not female written scripts because it wasn't their experience, so they didn't understand it and didn't resonate with them. And also obviously you finance what resonates with you, right? And then on top of that, there's a double-edged sword of being an Arab that doesn't fit into what they think is an Arab. I mean, they've got our whole entire region wrong, right? Like you can see it every day in the press. I had a lot to deal with, and it's amazing now, and I'm really happy for the younger filmmakers because it's not as hard, because we've already been there fighting for them.
وبكده نكون وصلنا لنهاية حلقتنا النهاردة. منتظرينكم في حلقة جديدة مليانة أخبار وتقارير فنية.
شكرا لمتابعتكم، ما تنسوش تتابعونا على فيسبوك وتويتر وانستجرام.